Yo, what's up, NBA fans? It looks like the breaking news is in. I mean, it happened, I think, a couple hours ago. Looks like AI is coming home, folks. Allen Iverson, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, is coming back to the NBA to join his old team, the team he was drafted by back in 1996, the Philadelphia 76ers. Well, is he going to sell tickets? You better believe he'll sell tickets. And not just that. He's going to help this team that's trying to make the playoffs. Right now, they're 5-12. I just found the news out on ESPN. So ESPN, TSN, whatever type of media you have in the world, the Score Network. I mean, this is what I'm just finding out on the internet. So, I mean, I can't believe it. Allen Iverson's back where the team he began. Team he took to a championship back in 2001. So, if you look at that situation, if Philadelphia can get their act together, they can make a run here. I mean, Cleveland Cavaliers are struggling. Everyone felt that Shaquille O'Neal was going to be the final ingredient for that team. He hasn't really turned out to be anything. I mean, I just read a report that Mike Brown's kind of regretting not starting Zrunos Augustus, the big Lithuanian. So, I mean, the way I look at it, folks, this is a tough situation for Mike Brown of the Cavaliers. So, what does he do? Does he start Shaq, or does he sit Shaq and start Augustus? And you don't want no friction in the Cleveland dressing room. This could destroy their any playoff aspirations. And don't forget, Braun's a free agent at the end of the year. And there's still a chance he'll sign in New York as a Knick, but I think he might actually sign out in L.A. I mean, I think the Clippers are the team. I mean, people would say it's the Los Angeles Lakers, but watch out for the Clippers. I think they'll have some cap room, and I think they'll go for LeBron James. I think I'd be a good fit for him. I mean, some people would say, oh, it's big stars. I mean, it's Hollywood. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Why would Braun want to stay back east? I mean, I know as all the media's there and everything, but it's cold. I'd rather go to a place that's nice and warm all the time. I mean, you don't have as much media hounding you all the time. You can just be a player and try to win a championship. So, I mean, I think the one team you have to watch out for in the Braun hunt has to be the Los Angeles Clippers. They got Blake Griffin, good starting point. You have Baron Davis. I mean, you throw Braun in there, it's just going to be an insane team to watch. So, like I say, I mean, anything's possible. So, the way the situation's going to pull out, we'll see. I mean, last night I was watching some basketball highlights, and Danilo Gallinari for the New York Knicks, I mean, he had a game to remember, folks. I mean, he really, like I say, he really stepped his game up. He showed what type of athlete he is. He showed why he was awesome at MVP in the Italian League a few years ago. And Gallinari was a high pick overall. I think he was like 4th or 5th pick overall by the Knicks. And now he's starting to pay dividends. He's really turning out to be the player that most people thought he was going to turn out to be. So, I mean, the situation is, I mean, I think the Knicks look good. I mean, they beat the best team in the league in the Phoenix Suns. So, I mean, I can't hold this team back. I really feel that they're going to make some noise this year. I mean, they might be 4-15, but, anything's possible. And I look at the New Jersey Nets. They're the worst team in the league. They've lost 17 games. Will they win any game? They just recently fired Lawrence Frank. So, I mean, come on, folks. I mean, sometimes this is what happens. Sometimes you're not going to win. Sometimes you're going to lose. But I think in the end, the one thing I learned from the New Jersey Nets is they need to rebuild this team. I mean, from the ground up. So they have their point guard in Harris. They got their center in Robin Lopez. And you got 2 building spots. You just need to add to that in the offseason. So that's what I got to say about that team. And the Boston Celtics they're looking good. Rasheed Wallace has been awesome fit for them. Like I said in my predictions, I say the Celtics are going to be the team to beat in the East. And, they're starting to feel good. They beat the Bobcats bad yesterday. And, I mean, the Charlotte Bobcats have been playing good ever since they acquired Steven Jackson from the Golden State Warriors. So, I mean, come on. This is a great pickup. There's no doubt in my mind. And I've seen a lot of great pickups over the years, but I think this is a phenomenal pickup for the Charlotte Bobcats. So, we'll see what happens. And the Toronto Raptors, okay, that is their season for you. They just don't have no game breakers, man. Hedo Turkoglu needs to step his game up. He needs to knock down big shots to help out Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh can't do it all himself. He needs his teammates to step it up. He has a very good team. Those guys just need to step it up. I think when DeMar DeRozan gets a little bit more seasoning, I think he'll start to show what made him a great player at USC. And I think Jared Jack needs more playing time because, folks, he needs more playing time, as far as I'm concerned. When him and Calderon on the court, they win games. When he's not on the court with Calderon, they lose games. So we'll just have to see. That's all I got to say, folks.